the summer movies continues, and we've got Watchmen and Dark Shadow star Jackie Earle Haley here live. Then we head into the third dimension with Captain America and the Toy Story trilogy and an eye-popping edition of DV Tuesday. Plus, Jessica Chobot heads over to Stereo D to learn the sorcery behind converting old flicks into 3D movies. Then we will unveil the opening scene of The Dictator in the feed. And we hope you like free stuff because we've got another awesome epic giveaway. Don't you go anywhere. Attack of the Show starts right now.
Look at that. Amazing, Sarah.
I'm a talented girl.
Hey, it's the Attack of the Summer Movies, brought to you by Dr. Pepper. I'm Dr. Pereira. Candace Bailey is, thank you for that lukewarm reception. Jerks. Candace Bailey. I need to feel loved. I have it my entire life.
They cheer for you every day.
But I don't think they mean it. Do you guys really love me? Do you really? Half of them were shaking their heads no while going, yeah! Woo! Well, I am Kevin Pereira. I'm sorry, that's all I can offer you. It's fine. It's fine. Candace Bailey is playing hooky today, so joining me, the lovely Miss Sarah Unger.
Hey, guys. That sounds like real excitement. I get a chance? I mean, the love in this room for me is amazing.
I know what you mean. I felt like the exact same level of enthusiasm that people had for me, so I get it. Great job with this thing.
Thank you.
Can you do the circle square? Where you do a square with one hand and draw a circle with the other? You ever tried that trick?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, can't do it.
Please make an animated GIF of that. That's my new signature. What? Huh? What's going on in your world?
Nothing really. I saw a movie last night. It was good.
Okay.
Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, and it was really good. I learned a lot of stuff about you men. Oh. All you players, I learned about you. Yeah?
What? When has a player ever worked in G4?
Not you guys specifically as players.
What?
The Mama's Boys, I learned about the Mama's Boys out there. Okay.
So Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man?
Yeah, Steve Harvey.
This is a real movie that's out now?
Yes, it's really good. It's like Kevin Hart movie, Turtles in it.
Well, you signed me up.
Wendy Williams is in it.
Oh my God, Toad's the best ever.
Yeah, no, it's good. Steve Harvey in it like writes a book and tells women into the men's psyche and how to get a man and all that stuff.
Yeah, like women really need to know how to get us. It's not.
I feel like I do after seeing that movie.
Just say yes or wear that.
No.
Yeah, we're there.
No, you can't say yes. You have to wait 90 days.
What?
And if you can't dress like this because
for a
they just want
handgun,
arm
you have
candy.
to wait 90 days.
Yeah.
Not for sex
or
with a man.
Or like insurance benefits at work, 90 days. Yeah, it's a whole like 90-day rule.
This sounds like what women want, but like the Mel Gibson film, you know what I'm talking about? Remember where he has the hair dryer and he slips and falls into a bathtub and then he gets shocked and turns into an anti-Semite? Remember that? Allegedly, that's the plot of the movie.
Allegedly.
Sorry, Mel. We just lost Mel, guys.
Oh,
sorry.
No, not Mel.
He didn't even call in to say he was canceling. He screamed it through the wall at his assistant. Who's hungry? You gotta go listen to the call. Let's go around the net.
Yeah. Today, we don't do the around the net thing?
Oh, we still do that here. Do you want to do it? Just ask for it.
Can we go around the net?
Yeah. Just do it. It shows how much attention you pay
to the show
on the normal show day when you're like, feed, and then, okay, words with friends for an hour.
Every day. I don't know these things. Give me a break. Anyways, today.
I don't watch this crap. How would I know what's on? So what are we doing?
Today we're celebrating the best parts of our favorite indie horror films.
Yes, we're going to start things off with a short bumper that played in the 2009 Fantastic Fest in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, the festival opened up these ultra short films to anyone as long as they featured the word fantastic and had a child and a monster.
Do you ever think about Mom?
Yeah, I do.
I miss her so much.
You know, you really remind me of your mother sometimes.
You think we can call her?
Do you know the number to heaven?
Yeah, I've been missing out. Lifetime movies have gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Totally signing up for that.
Totally, but Tori Spelling looks like she's had a little bit of work done.
I agree. To be fair,
Yeah?
I still would.
Even with the boobs that are like really far apart in the gap and
still
stuff?
Would.
Still would? Okay,
Still would.
all right.
You
It's
would
your prerogative.
Too. You would too.
I'm not gay. I'm not.
Oh,
gay.
okay. I'm sorry. I thought that was like one of those hopeful, like, oh, if I wait long enough, maybe she'll come around. No. The next entry, well, it's kind of like the Voldemort of violent indie films because its title must not be named on television. But I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with bananas and also mothers.
Now, one thing's for sure, Portuguese writer-director Pedro Florencio has gone out of his way to provoke a situation with the Chiquita people.
Yes!
Whoa!
Yes!
My goodness! Man, climate change is causing nature to go aggro.
I like that. Last week, Peaches mugged me. I got mugged by Peaches, it's
Yeah,
true.
well, she told me you owed her $50.
Listen, Peaches gonna get cut if she keeps running her sweet mouth like that. I will cobble gossipy Peaches if she gets up my. I'm just saying I can dole out fruit puns all day.
Yeah,
If you
I
need me
know.
to-
That's why I'm just
to
gonna
go there.
cut you off right there.
Okay.
Finally, here's a clip from the low-budget horror film Treevenge.
Oh, that old chestnut. Because it's Treevenge is the movie, and trees that you get with
Yeah,
the.
we get it.
Because it's a tree
we
with
get
a chestnut.
it. We get it.
Jason, your turn. Open another one, bud. Okay, open it up. Show Dad. What is it?
Look, I got a chainsaw! No, no, no! No, look at me! I got a dog!
All right. Well, you don't got any tree puns?
No.
No?
No. I mean, what do you think I am? Some sort of sap? Come on! This show is rooted in puns. Oh, I'm sure you think we need to branch out, but I think I think you need to leave it be. Boom! Don't pine over change, princess. Don't pine over change.
Switching gears.
What am I? Oh, am I barking up the wrong tree? Because I mean, I'll tell
More?
you.
You got more?
I think you're being a real birch.
I can't take it. I can't take it. Switching gears to a movie with higher production values. Marvel Studios seems to have a hit on their hands with the Avengers, but it's safe to say their marketers left little to chance.
Yes, listen, I've seen the movie. I have seen it with these beautiful blue globes. And I couldn't believe it as I was saying it. I'm sorry. But you're going to love it. You really are going to love it. I must say, though, some of the trailers, they're misleading. Like there was the one, did you see the Style Network, our sister network? Did you guys see the trailer that they aired? Watch.
This May, fashion has a new police force. Tired of boring old khakis and a white tee? Hate sensible brown suits? Well, bust out of that, because eye patches are in. Red and gold armor, in. Metal tank tops, in. Even capes are back. But this black tracksuit makes her look fat. Don't look at me.
What do we do?
We get ready.
This summer, justice will be fabulous. The Fashion Avengers.
Well, that's not how we imagined the Avengers assembling.
I know. Well, here's the mighty Marvel marketing department trolling for 14-year-olds.
This summer, there's one mission more important than saving the world. And that is
Tried to save
Justin Bieber.
Doctor, we need you to
Save Justin Bieber?
What if I say no?
I'll persuade you.
With tickets to a Bieber concert.
It's called the
Bieber
Initiative. Apparently, I'm, what is it?
Bieber.
Obsessed. I'm bringing the Bieber party to you.
I'm a believer.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love the Biebs.
Bieber looks amazing in 3D, by the way. Just the depth with his adorable cheekbones.
Still had Chris Gore goes three-dimensional with an all 3D DVD Tuesday, starring Captain America, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and the Toy Story trilogy. So
Crazy.
stick around.
What's happening on our show?
All of it.
Wow.
All of it.
Okay.
Attack of the Summer Movies is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. With 23 flavors, Dr. Pepper is always one of a kind.
Crazy fun fact for you guys. Try this at home if you don't believe me. If you say DV Tuesday 3 times into the mirror, Chris Gore appears. Tuesday. Oh my God, that was it!
It's 3D. It's our 3D DVD Tuesday.
Oh, I thought you were.
That's what I'm trying to.
I thought that was like an Air Ouija board kind of thing. I didn't know what you were doing.
Let's just get the feeling of 3D.
Okay, pretend you're pointing to your fans now. Chris Gore's here, everybody. Look at that. And now he's celebrating.
Thank you.
So, instead of our usual DV Tuesday, it's DV Thursday today.
Right.
And we're gonna round out some 3D Blu-rays.
Right.
Which, I mean, are you a fan of the 3D in the home?
I like it. I like it. It's cool. It's just not for sustained viewing. I watched all these over 2 days.
Right.
Don't do this at home, folks. Oh my God, my eyes were killing me.
Yeah.
But like, I love it. I really think that people are going to be into it once they see, especially these titles we're talking about today. They're all good titles.
All right, then let's hop into
all
them.
good movies.
Captain America: The First Avenger.
Now this is a great, fun. I mean, especially you're excited for the Avengers.
I loved it.
I loved Captain America. Did it need to be in 3D? No.
Right.
Still a lot of fun. Could have used more shield throwing for me. A little bit more shield throwing. But what's awesome about this, and this applies actually to a lot of these titles, is the menu screens are incredible. I know it's a weird thing to point out, but
Right.
I love the menu screen. I feel like I can touch it.
I can imagine that the best part of a Captain Avenger film is the menu.
Yes,
I can
exactly.
imagine that.
Yeah, and Captain America too. But also the Avengers. I can't wait to see it in 3D. You've seen it.
It's awesome. It's awesome. And I like Captain America in it. I heard that the Captain America movie was sort of like, well, he's just so powerful when he is Captain America that the rest of the movie there's no sense of danger. There's no gravity to the situation.
Basically,
did I hear wrong?
No, I saw the prequel to the Avengers. That's what I feel like I saw. which is a good way
And
of
the
looking
3D
at
in it is good?
3D is good. It's good. It's not the best of what we're going to talk about,
Okay.
but
Well, then let's move it on to The Nightmare Before Christmas.
now one of classic. Everybody love The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Love it.
Stop motion really has a 3D look, even when it's just in 2D.
Even when it's 2D, absolutely.
Exactly. I mean, it holds up. I mean, it's a classic from Halloween. The 3D in it, it's just incredible. It's great. And Henry Selick, if you like his work, check out Coraline, also available in 3D.
I saw that in 3D and
Loved
was blown
Coraline.
away. I thought it was really good.
Yep.
A lot of times with 3D films, you get the problem of, there's like 3 layers of depth, and then
Right.
it's just a flat wall. There's nothing behind the background. That's it. And Coraline did a great job of really using that depth.
Yeah, the best 3D is the one that sort of brings you into the screen, doesn't throw it at your face much.
Absolutely. All right, IMAX Space Station 3D.
Yeah, narrated by Tom Cruise. Fantastic. I mean, I had not seen this before, and I love IMAX movies. I actually prefer IMAX to 3D, but they don't make IMAX TVs. So, but this thing so incredible. I mean, it just once they get to the footage on the space station, you really feel like you're there. I mean, it's. And I'm scared of cramped spaces, so it made it feel big in 3D. I mean, it's amazing when you from a sitting position actually stand up, and all the stuff kind of moves with you.
Shifts around, yeah.
It was that good. The 3D in this was one of the best of all these discs.
And is it just, part of my ignorance on this, I saw like Hubble 3D and I thought that was amazing. Is this just, here's a bunch of space footage in 3D, or is there a story being told?
There's no real story to this. It's really sort of the day-to-day lives of the astronauts living on the space station, the experiments that they do.
Making zero-G burritos and fighting aliens.
The fighting aliens, no, but just like eating and shaving.
Having sex with aliens?
Unfortunately, no.
Damn it.
They
on
didn't
the extras?
show it. Not on the extras,
Then that's a rent. It's now a rent, guys. I'm sorry. I love this next film so much. I saw it in the theater, and I was blown away by it. 3D penis is all I'm going to say, but I'll let Chris say the rest. Piranha 3D.
Piranha 3D, yeah. I mean, this movie knows what it is. Exploitation.
Yes.
It's got boobs, and it does have a disembodied penis being eaten by a piranha.
It's so good.
It does have that. And it's floating right there in front of your face.
It really
it's one of those
hovers.
things, they pull that 3D out. I mean, it is just...
It is the Avatar of money shots.
Yes,
it really
yeah.
is. Like, there's no escaping the fact that there is a member right in front of your nose.
It's right there. But also, just from the gore and the blood and guts to just the boobs and the girls dancing around, it's fun.
It's really like if you had access to a 3D camcorder and a budget in Cancun, what would you shoot? It would be this movie.
Yeah, precisely. This is one of those party 3D movies.
Yeah.
Bring over your friends, get more glasses.
I think it's amazing. Next up, the Toy Story trilogy.
Yes.
So
Now,
this is 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3, and this is also where the glasses started to bug me because, look, I'm not going to say that I got emotional and teared up during some of the scenes in Toy Story 3.
It happens.
But they do fog up those glasses.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
You have to do the lift and swipe.
A little bit.
Yeah.
These movies, I mean, they're great to begin with. It's an amazing trilogy, and the 3D just makes it that much better. They don't overdo it, too. That's what's also good about this 3D.
Yeah,
they didn't overdo it.
Treats it nicely. So Toy Story 3 was done in 3D.
Correct, yes.
1 and 2 are conversions then, right?
Yeah, from what I understand, conversions,
Are they done well? I mean, it's digital to begin with, so I imagine a conversion must
it
look
looks
pretty good.
great. I mean, I think that Toy Story 3 is the best of them because that's the one that was intended to be in 3D. But it looked fine to me. I don't know, I just love those films.
That's good to hear.
Love them.
That's okay. You come on over. We'll get some hot cocoa. We'll build a pillow fort, and we'll cry and watch them together.
Well, you've got the 80-inch.
It's just what men do.
You've got the 80-inch TV.
Stop it, don't reveal all my secrets. Underworld Awakening. We talked about this film a lot. I think I interviewed people from it.
Right.
I know that it was one of the few films to use the Avatar cameras after Avatar, which tells me the 3D should look amazing.
This is actually the best 3D of the bunch, in my opinion. That and the IMAX movie. But it looks so good. Kate Beckinsale in latex in 3D, and it does the thing that Avatar did well, which it brings the 3D into the screen. That's where the depth is, not coming out at you so much, because that's where you can begin to get headaches. Or if you watch a bunch of 3D movies over 2 days, you cram that in. That also gives you. That also can be kind of headache-inducing.
You've been slamming into doors recently. Your depth perception is completely off.
It's weird because you're like, I'll just check my text, and then I'm just it's that thing.
You're seeing through your phone.
Yes,
and
little
your own
social media while I'm watching the film, and you can't do that. You've got the glasses on.
Thank you for doing the dirty work for us, Chris Gore. As always, we appreciate it. Chris Gore, everybody. For more Gore, and you know you want it, check out his podcast on iTunes, which, by the way, is a brilliant idea for a podcast.
Thank you very much. 1,000 times. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris Gore. Right now, Jessica Chobot has a look at how Hollywood's biggest movies are converted to 3D years after they're made.
A decade decade or so before the real-life sinking of the Titanic, the first moving pictures were shown. Now, a century or so later, Stereo D has mastered the art of turning moving pictures into 3D with their conversion of Titanic. Leading the charge in 2D to 3D conversions is Stereo D, who recently did some impressive work on Titanic. But before we dive into that process, here's a quick lesson on how 3D works. When looking at an object, each one of our eyes has a slightly different perspective of where in space that object lies. One's a bit to the right and the other to the left. The convergence of those two images in the brain is what allows us to calculate distance or depth. James Cameron, I'm assuming, had a lot of say in how you guys converted Titanic.
We started this with him, and the statement was, we need to do the gold standard of conversion. How are we going to do that? We worked with him, we worked tirelessly with his whole team to really get a 3D conversion language with him so that, he could get the material he wanted that he felt comfortable with.
How long does the average movie take to convert into 3D?
We like a minimum of 16 weeks, all the way up to something like Titanic that took almost 60.
How many people do you have actually working here at Stereo D, and how many would work on the average conversion movie?
It's usually hundreds per film. On Titanic, we had about 450 people working here in Burbank, and then we have a support studio in India that had several hundred more working on the film. We have to basically isolate anything that we want to assign a unique depth to in the shot, create that information that tells us where it's placed inside the screen, and then we have to render two different views of the image and then fill in all the missing information, going frame by frame, making sure that every pixel is perfect and that there's nothing distracting you technically from what is a fantastic story.
To replicate that sense of depth on a screen, a single image you see in a 3D movie is actually comprised of two slightly skewed copies of the same shot. Each lens on a pair of 3D glasses is then matched to one of the two specific images on screen, either by color, hence the red and blue glasses, or by polarity, hence the sunglasses. The brain does the math and perceives depth. Break down the conversion process for me. Like, how do you take something from 2D and make it 3D?
Sure. So here we have one of our hero shots. Hero shot could be something iconic with the main character, something that has a lot of depth to it. So the first step is annotations. We have annotators who will trace every person, every sub-object, their arms, their legs, their heads, their hats, and it will just basically guide the rotoscope artist in knowing what to rotoscope.
If you're tracing, are you doing this by hand, or is it by hand via the computer, or how does that work?
The software we use is Silhouette, and basically we just use, stylus pens to just, in theory, just trace. And here, as you can see, the hats, the ears, the fence, the arms, everything's just being isolated out. So after the roto stage, we basically started creating a depth map, which is just a grayscale image. Basically anything that's really bright is much closer, anything that's dark is much further away. So basically our proprietary software will take the depth map and it will generate two different eyes. And here we actually have a representation of the 3D and 2D.
Okay, so the depth map being the grayscale.
Correct. The pixels are shifted, and then we have what you see here, which is basically the 3D representation.
You guys are gonna need these.
So this sequence here was really difficult just because of the size of the room here. Jim really wanted to play super deep, so this sequence in particular was definitely one of the deeper ones in the film.
The ship is gonna suck us down. Take a deep breath when I say.
Now, did you guys also have to render the breath and all that too?
We did some CG augmentation for smoke, for rain, just some other effects, just to enhance and make it more of an immersive experience.
Guys, I've got to admit, it looks really good. I'm very impressed. And that, my friends, is how you make a good conversion. Whether you're into 3D or prefer to watch your movies without glasses, it's all a matter of perspective. I, for one, am going to keep on rocking these.
Thanks, Chobot. Still ahead, Jackie Earle Haley from Dark Shadows here live. But first, Wes Anderson's signature dry humor and imperfect characters return this summer in Moonrise Kingdom. Taking place in the 1960s, two smitten 12-year-olds form a pact and run away together, causing the surrounding community to spread out to find them.
So my next guest and myself, we have at least one thing in common. We find Johnny Depp mesmerizing. We shouldn't out him on television, though. We shouldn't be doing that. But the character that you play is a bit of a departure. Because, I mean, I remember Rorschach, Freddy Krueger. Now we're dipping into a bumbling, drunk curmudgeon of an assistant. Was that a...
That's it. That's very good.
Is that how you describe him?
That's Willie Loomis. He's basically, you know, he's the house servant, one of two, and there should be like 40. But when Barnabas shows up and he gets hypnotized, he becomes his, you know, servant, his spellbound servant. But he's pretty much, you know, a drunk through the whole thing, and you know. That was fun.
And you went method, right?
I went totally
shots every morning at the craft service table.
It's like, yeah, that's when take 40 gets really, really tough.
Whatever, Johnny, say the damn lines. Give Papa a lime. As you were talking about being hypnotized, I'm sorry, there was a cat with portal eyes behind you that I don't know, I strategically placed to screw with my head today. So I'm sorry, I got lost in my own kitten graphic. Between doing all of these films and everything, you know, I know you're in San Antonio. Relaxing out there, but how do you unwind? Like, what's the hobby? What's the thing? Is it Words with Friends?
Well, you know,
the iPhone,
I've been just so busy working. Now I've finally been at home. You know, normally I just vacation at home, but I've been there for a couple months. And one of my favorite things is to play drums with my friends. We've got a bunch of musicians that get together, and we kind of have some barbecues and jam out.
What's your rig, man? What are you banging on? You got a little Pearl Export series?
You know
got a DW, Ludwig? Come on,
I've got the Roland set, the electronic drums.
Oh, V-drums?
V-drums.
TD20? TD10?
TD20.
The SX or the TX? What do you got? I mean, come on now.
Now you just kind of went beyond my knowledge.
I don't think they make a TX, actually. I was making Is it the silver shiny symbols?
It's the silver shiny symbols.
It's the best kit ever.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
They rock.
I don't know what to do with it. There's so many you can make. You can hit it and make like an exotic bird noise come out of a symbol. And I'm like, I'll just play the regular kit. I know how to do that. What are you rocking covers of stuff? Are you playing original stuff?
It's kind of like, for some reason, it just seems like all my friends do. My son as well. They've got like a set of originals. So it's like, you know, I've got three or four friends, and we play these just original tunes and some cover tunes. But
very cool.
We're just hanging out, jamming.
What's your go-to cover though? Is it a Green Day song? Is it Stairway? Tell me it's not Stairway.
I don't think we've got a go-to cover song. So it's mostly original stuff.
Telling you, Love Shack. Play it at any barbecue, any dive bar.
That works.
It always catches people off guard.
Throw on a big red wig.
Now you're talking. Roam if you want to. Have fun with it. Now your Twitter handle, at Jackie Earl. You have not been on Twitter, from what we can see, since 2010.
You know, I can't believe you're ousting me on this.
Well, I mean, it's public knowledge. It's the internet. It's out there.
You know, I have no idea how Twitter lost my last 2 years of tweets. Just
random. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's not it. I forgot my password.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dude, who do I call? Is anybody?
That's a great question, actually. Well, just tell the Twitter folks that you're here and you need your password reset. They'll do it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Or ask any 12-year-old at a Best Buy. They'll hack in for you. It's not like, the security's not there. You really don't have the password anymore?
No,
that's the reason you stopped tweeting?
I'm a spaz. I remember making this one tweet saying, hey, I'm going to go to Vancouver and bring you guys with me, and then totally forgot. And I think
there were thousands of disappointed fans at an airport crying. Oh, Jackie, what's going on? Come on.
You know, I guess I'm kind of like an old guy with technology. It's like I figure out how to work it. It's all going great, and then I set it down for a week, and then I pick it up. It's like, how the hell does this work?
I don't know. Yeah. As long as you can use it to embarrass your family, then you're truly an old guy with technology, because that's all you need to do.
It's like my mom with an answer phone.
Oh, she has one of them answer phones?
Answer phone.
My parents still yell pick up when it's my cell phone voicemail.
That's brilliant.
Like I'm actually listening there, like it's screaming from my pocket.
Well, see, your parents are clearly younger than mine.
But yeah. Well, I challenge you, good sir. I know it's been 2 years, but in 140 characters, I hope after this interview, maybe you hop on and catch people up on what's been going on. Yeah. It's only 2 years and 140 characters. Right? It's not a monumental task. You can make it happen.
All right, I'm on it.
I appreciate it. Jackie, so nice to chat.
Good to see you again.
Love to jam sometime, too. Jackie Earle Haley, everybody. Dark Shadows opens in theaters on May 11th. And you can see her covering all the best of the B-52s in any San Antonio bar very soon. But now, the latest movie apps. Enjoy.
Finding new movies to enjoy can be a waste of time and money. Well, now you can take out some of the guesswork with Discover Movies. Start off by typing in the title of one of your favorite films. A special algorithm will compile a list of related movies and create a visual web that links them all together. Tapping other films will connect even more related movies to the web, making it easier to find completely new things to watch. Double tapping a title brings up all kinds of useful information, from a quick synopsis and a list of actors to Rotten Tomato reviews and clips from the film. If you don't know where to start, get recommendations from the app's creators or check on what's currently out in cinemas. You can always find something new to watch with Discover Movies for only $2 in the App Store. Next, if you've ever found yourself wondering where a scene in a particular film was shot, then you need Location Scout. Drawing from information available from IMDb, Location Scout has made it easier than ever to find out where all of your favorite movies were filmed. Search by movie title, city name, or use your GPS to discover nearby sites. Tapping on an item lists specific scene information as well as a quick overview of the movie. Switch to Map View to see pins representing nearby locations. You can even get directions if you want to see them in person. Go out and impress your friends with random movie trivia provided by Location Scout for free on both Android and iOS devices. And finally, if you need something to play while you're waiting in line at the theater, then check out Universal Movie Tycoon. A variant of the classic Tycoon PC games, Movie Tycoon has you managing a brand new film studio that needs some help turning a profit. In order to make money, you'll need to up your star rating by making films and expanding the studio. Use Gold to purchase movie scripts, then hire a director and actors for your new film. Construct new sets and buildings by entering the studio shop and selecting the desired location. Then place it on the lot. Completing goals earns you experience that grants you access to more advanced buildings as well as a bigger pool of actors. Take over Hollywood with Universal Movie Tycoon for free in the iTunes App Store. Go ahead, fire up your phone and get ready for this summer's blockbusters with these new movie apps.
That's for my producer, Vinny, who wants me to cut my bangs. Stay tuned. Jessica Chobot meets John Cusack, and the cast of The Raven. Movie madness lies dead ahead.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
It's Thursday, April 26th, and here are your top stories. Hollywood heavy hitters met at CinemaCon in Vegas yesterday to discuss cell phone use in theaters. And some theaters are actually considering loosening restrictions. Boo! Some theater chain owners said they were considering being more flexible with texting in theaters for fear of turning away younger audiences if they didn't do so. I know. However, the CEO of Alamo Drafthouse Theaters, a chain that kicks patrons out of a theater if they use the phone during a movie, said, "Over my dead body," and quote, "it is our job to understand that this is a sacred space and we have to teach manners." Here. Yes, the day that theaters allow texting or start trying to use those QR codes, I am just gonna lose it. Now, free Wi-Fi. We need it. Dogs. They poop. All right, now if you're not following my logic, then apparently you don't work for Terra, the Mexican internet provider that decided to create free Wi-Fi hotspots in a bunch of parks in Mexico City. The only catch? The Wi-Fi runs on dog crap. After dog owners pick up their pet's waste, they can deposit the bag into a special box that will calculate the turd's weight in exchange for a few minutes of free Wi-Fi. All right, encouraging people to pick up after their pets and offering free Wi-Fi? Muy bueno. And finally, we've been showing off awesome movie trailers all week, but I'm gonna throw a curveball at you guys and give you a look at the opening scene from Sacha Baron Cohen's upcoming film, The Dictator.
Tensions are rising as the standoff between the world community and the rogue North African nation of Wadiya intensified today as UN weapons inspectors were once again refused access to the country by Wadiyan leader Admiral General Al-Adin.
I will take no options off the table, and I mean what I say.
Tonight, we ask, who is General Al-Adin? According to Wadiyan propaganda, Hafez Al-Adin was born in 1973. He did not know his mother, who died in childbirth. The only son of the savage dictator Omar al-Din, he gained power at the age of 7. Often described as ignorant, he changed over 300 Wadian words to al-Din, including the words positive and negative, causing mass confusion.
Do you want the Aladdin news or the Aladdin news?
The Aladdin news?
You are HIV Aladdin?
Eccentric and with unlimited oil wealth, he recently hosted his own Olympic Games.
On your mark. Get set.
At which he won 14 gold medals.
That looks amazing. The Dictator takes over theaters May 16th. I am Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Now, John Cusack stars in The Raven, based on the terrifying works of Edgar Allan Poe. Take it away, Jessica Chobot.
Dear God, get the inspector. This crime is familiar to me.
John Cusack brings the infamous American author Edgar Allan Poe to life in The Raven.
What may I attribute the honor of your call?
Inspired by Poe's work, a psychopath killer is on the loose and must be stopped before all of his bloody stories are made into reality.
I will kill again, and on that new corpse, I will leave clues.
Edgar Allan Poe is such an icon and also so mysterious at the same time. What did you do in order to develop your character?
There's a bunch of his personal letters that are really revealing about who he really is and how manipulative he could be or how passionate he could be. So letters are very revealing because the context of the letters in his life that tells you something about the personality. Why am I to blame? Where were all these officers last night? Then you had to try to figure out what would it feel like to feel like you're going mad.
I think it would suck.
Yeah, that's sort of what it felt like.
Now, what do you think about Poe as a writer that has managed to carry across so many generations and still make him such an important author today?
Well, I think that he really sort of invented the horrific imagery that maybe plagues our subconscious. People hadn't really written about that in the same way until then. The actual sort of crazy, almost surrealist imagery that he investigated is what populates a lot of genres in cinema today.
You're referring to one of my stories. A work of fiction.
Did you enjoy doing such a horror gothic movie?
I did, yeah. I like the space that Poe writes about. I've always been interested in like the place between life and death. Is there another afterlife or not? I mean, I love Halloween and I like all that spooky stuff. So to play Poe is like, it's pretty great. I would gladly give my life for hers. I know you would.
Art imitates life, or in this case, death.
I'll send you to hell!
Don't worry, 'tis the wind and nothing more, quoth the Raven, nevermore.
Thanks, Jessica. The Raven is in theaters Friday. Stick around. We have a 3D TV and a 3-day Blu-ray player to give away. Yeah.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by The Raven, Edgar Allan Poe's stories brought to life by a serial killer. In theaters this Friday.
On the next Attack of the Show.
Funny man Eddie Izzard drops by with his new sci-fi movie, Treasure Island. And we play Buy, Rent, or Pass with Gina Carano's action movie, Haywire, on DV Tuesday. Plus, comedian Reggie Watts is here live to give us the lowdown on his racy Comedy Central special. Then we rate the new Sony Bloggy Live HD. Could this be the ultimate vlogging device? We'll have the answers in Gadget Prawn. And Jessica Chobot hulks out when she goes head-to-head with the cast of The Avengers.
Coming up next week on Attack of the Show. What do we want?
Free stuff!
When do we want it?
Well, we got a little bit of time. I'd say like 7 seconds.
No, now. They want to know if they won. Come on. Kevin, you're so rude.
Perfect amount of time. Yesterday, we gave you the chance to win this Samsung 55-inch LED HD TV OMG.
Yes, and the winner is John B. from Warren, Michigan. Congrats, John B. You
I warned you someone from Michigan was going to get it.
I can't take it. Is the show almost over? I can't
Yes,
take
it is. Today you have a chance to win this Samsung 60-inch 3D LED HD TV.
Yes, it includes a Sony 3D Blu-ray player along with 4 pairs of 3D glasses.
Taylor, go to g4tv.com/epic giveaway. Get your entry in between now and Friday, April 27th at 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll announce the winner on tomorrow's show. Thank you so much to Jessica Chobot, Jackie O'Haley, and Chris Moore, and Sarah Underwood.
Good night.